Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Tacho Show. And we got ourselves a end of month banner trailer to take a look at. So, what do we got here? Legendary hero, okay. So we got a new legendary. Looking like Elise this time. Okay. I mean, we've seen a lot of the other Hoshido and Nor siblings as legendaries, and I haven't really been the biggest fan of these characters as legendary, but at this point, this was inevitable. So, a Staff Cavalry Elise, she's going to be a Fire legendary, granting the Res Blessing and the pair-up. Alright, artwork is okay. Here are her stats here. We got 38 HP, suffering drops to attack and defense from possibly this Edelgard. She does -7, right? So let's say 65 attack, 49 speed, 19 defense, 35 res. Okay. Of course, we have Ice Lock here. Budding Staff, 14 might, 2 range. Calculates damage from staff like other weapons. -1 special trigger. For foes in 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit, inflicts all stats -5. Reduce percentage of foes' non-special DR by half. And neutralize foes' non-special miracle effects as well. Interesting as a drive, okay. Alright, then we also have grants all stats of 10 to unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage. And reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15 during combat. And then unit can use the following style. Freeze style, okay. I didn't know we had a style on this Elise here. Alright, she comes with Ice Lock. We have here Windfire Charm, 5-hit special. If an assist skill is used, unit special cooldown count does not go down. When special triggers, boost damage by 70% of the greater of units or foes' attack. Calculates damage from staff after combat damage is added. Reduce damage from foes' first attack by 40% during combat, including their brave attack. And then at the start of player phase or enemy phase, grants attack liberate and speed liberate to unit and allies in 2 spaces. Very interesting special there. Windfire Charm, huh? So that's probably staff only. Okay, then we have attack and speed Aria. We got speed and res Shackle. And then, of course, we have a unique C skill here, Budding Flower. Enables Canto Distant with a max of 3 and a min of 1. If unit initiates combat, after combat inflicts Undefended and Discord on the target and foes in 2 spaces of target through the next action. What the hell? And applies Divine Vein Haze on target space and on each space within 2 spaces of target space. So another undefended mid-turn unit here, basically. Which is obviously great for Aether Raids, but then she is a legendary, so she's going to be locked to Fire Season. So you're not always going to be able to take advantage of that. Very interesting, though. Why would Elise have Undefended? That seems out of character for her. But then again, what do I even know about Elise? I've never played Fates, so I have no idea. Alright, then we also grant all stats of 5 to unit. Unit deals plus 7 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7. Neutralize effects that inflict guard on unit. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up, then you trigger Potent 100 during combat. Alright, sure. Yeah, seems pretty solid overall. Nothing really bad to say. What does the freeze style do, though? That's the thing I'm most interested in seeing here. Okay, yeah, so I was right. Her attack and defense were dropped by 7 there.
Show me how.
Alright, so we Ice Lock, and then we move again. We can Ice Lock again. Or no, here she's attacking Rhea. Interesting attack animation. It's basically just a big gem coming out. Alright, sure. Are they going to tell us what freestyle is?
Sure thing.
Okay, so unit can use the following style, freeze style. Unit can attack foes within 6 spaces of unit. Oh, here we go. And 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit regardless of unit's range. Why would Elise have that? Like, what is this? Lin Part 2 Electric Boogaloo? Damage dealt by units' attacks and damage from foes' attacks during that combat are reduced to 0, and foes' savior effects will not trigger. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's just a free attack, basically. And it does no damage, but then, obviously, it plays up to her C skill, which is going to inflict undefended, and then it's going to reset terrain. It's going to set up haze tiles. So this is a giant middle finger to the Corrin ring. It's a middle finger to save skills. It just doesn't do any damage. It's just basically you take your action and that's about it. Yeah, you're definitely going to want Heimdallr to turn this action off. But then again, Elise will probably be able to reach far enough that she can hit past the first row. So even if you've got Heimdallr, it's not going to work. All right, after combat, inflicts gravity, isolation, and flash. And grants another action to unit. All right, unit cannot move or attack structures. After combat, movement effects do not occur. And remaining movement granted from Kanto is treated as 0. Unit suffers a counterattack if any of the following conditions are met. Foe is armored with a range of 2. Foe can counterattack regardless of unit's range, or foe's range is the same as the distance between unit and foe. And then skill effects range is treated as 2. This style can only be used once per turn. All irrelevant. It doesn't matter if the enemy's counterattacking because combat appears to be completely negated when she does this. Yeah, like here we go. She's attacking, and of course she's attacking Emblem Lin, the unit who she stole the 6 range from here. So she attacks, nothing happens in combat, but then she's going to do all her other effects, like the undefended and the haze tiles and yada yada. And then she can still move as well, so it doesn't even end her action. She gets her action back. Yeah, seems like a really good unit, actually. I have to admit. Also, this is the first legendary hero with a style, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, what? A new Emblem hero, too? Wait, hold on, hold on. Okay, so Emblem Byleth out of nowhere.
My students would take my glowing and floating as an emblem.
I was not expecting this to be a double banner. Okay. So Byleth is going to be a blue tome infantry type.
At least I think they would.
Artwork is pretty good. He's interesting to see male Byleth as a tome. We haven't really seen that too often. We had him on the Desert banner, the Caden banner, where he was a tome unit there, but I don't know. Like actual 3 houses Byleth, I feel like we don't really get this guy as a tome unit.
At least I think they would.
Well, we do have the legendary one. That's also a tome, but that one is also the one that's merged with Sothis. So he pops his assist. He can move again. Yeah, here 40 HP, 66 attack, 55 speed, but he has favor in the B skill, so I think that's plus, what is that, plus 6 or plus 7? We got 41 defense, 17 res.
Yes.
Let's just see what he does here. Instructor's Opus, 14 might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. If a rally or movement assist is used by unit, grants another action. If a rally or movement assist is used by unit or targets unit, inflicts speed and res -7, sabotage and exposure on the closest foes to both unit and target ally, or unit and targeting ally after movement and foes in 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. Grants all stats of 15 a unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15. Neutralize guard on unit during combat. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up, then you get potent 100. Okay, he's got reposition gate. You have here Goddess Stance. Okay, 4-hit special. Boost damage by 80% of speed when special triggers. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 40% during combat. If a rally or a movement assist is used by unit, and if target ally has already acted, then grants another action to target ally. And if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a very interesting place to have Dance on the special. But it procs on your assist, so it's different from Marianne, where, like, most of the Marianne units, when they special, when they trigger the special, then after that, they get to dance somebody. This is off of the assist. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit, if there is only one ally with the highest HP among allies who have already acted, in spaces adjacent to unit, after movement, excluding target of rally or movement assist skill and allies with sing or dance, grants another action to that ally. Wow, he can double dance. And if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto. It will not trigger again for 2 turns after triggering. Equipping this skill counts as equipping a sing or dance skill. Wow, very interesting. So a multi-dance unit. And not multi-dance as in they have a duo button. As in this guy can dance up to 2 units at once. Which we haven't really seen before. And a couple of people, I'm sure, have bought the Path of Radiance Switch 2 eShop thing. So if you're playing that game, you're well aware that Raisin is one of the most broken dancers in history because he can dance 4 units at a time. So, yeah, I mean, how much longer until we get Herons that can do that? Or, who knows? Like, the sky's the limit in this game now. Power creep doesn't even matter. For all we know, we could start getting dancers that do 4 at a time. So we got perfect attack speed favor, which was 6 to attack and speed, and then instruct 4. So new C skill here. At the start of turn, for allies within 2 spaces of unit, if unit's attack speed, defense, or res is greater than allies' stat minus 10, excluding effects from Phantom, grants Great Talent plus 3 to allies' corresponding stat. That's very interesting. This is one of the first times, this is the first time, actually, we've seen something exclude Phantom from a stat check. So, like, then what's the point of Phantom anymore? Because that's the whole point. It's literally only there for stat checks. Okay, if a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit, if unit's attack speed, defense, or res is better than or equal to allies' stat minus 10, excluding effects from Phantom, then grants Great Talent plus 3 to target allies' corresponding stat. For staff assist skills, stat value is determined after assist skill is used. And then grants all stats up X to unit. X is the maximum value of Great Talent among allies on the map with a max of 9. Unit deals plus 5 damage and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 5 during combat, including their brave attack. And the maximum Great Talent from this skill is plus 9. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, actually. Huh. So, ideally, you want to give this to a unit that has high stats, although they are getting minus 10 on the enemy stat, or on your other ally stats to help with the check there. So, I'm guessing most units would be able to use this at least for a couple of stats. And it does Great Talent to all stats at once. It's not just like attack or defense or whatever. So his Emblem Ring, enhanced engage special. When special triggers, boost damage by unit's max special cooldown count value times 4. And then when unit is not equipped with a character-specific assist skill, if a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit and if target ally has already acted, grants another action to target ally, and if Kanto has already been triggered, then re-enables Kanto once per turn, and this effect does not trigger if the target ally has sing or dance, and equipping this skill counts as equipping a sing or dance. Okay, so you got to be careful with that if you're running this for Aether Raid's offense or defense, because the unit that has this ring is no longer going to be able to be the target of a sing or dance, but then they can pop their rally assist or movement assist, and they would be able to dance allies there, as well as re-enable Kanto. So, yeah, just dancers becoming more and more useless by the day. As if units having 5 million actions wasn't enough. Now everyone is a dancer, pretty much. That was a very extravagant special. That animation, man, he did like 50 moves. Alright, so he attacks, he cantos, and then... I don't know why we're showing Dimitri here. I guess for the great talent buffs that he got. I don't know, seems a little weird. Okay, obviously we can engage. I don't know why they need to show this. Oh, that's interesting. Giving it to a staff unit is an interesting choice, because then you can go ahead and pop Ice Lock, and then you're setting up ice tiles, and then you're also dancing the ally at the same time now. Huh. I guess they knew what they were doing, weren't they? They showed this off on the same banner as Elise. So these two are on the same banner. Yeah, I mean, this seems like a pretty good banner already. Just, you got 2 units that are brand new that are both seemingly very good. Alright, who else is here? Wow. Goodness gracious, man. This banner is crazy. We have so many important units on here. So, starting us off on red, we have Emblem Corrin making her return. Also, Arcane... Or was he attuned? I think it's attuned... Lobster Man. Why can't I remember his name? Ryoma. Yeah, attuned Ryoma, and then also Duo Elincia. So, yeah, they have pair up, which is great fodder. They're okay. I mean, they can do some stuff, but mainly you would just be using them for fodder. Red looks really good, though. I mean, all 3 of those units are great. Okay, then on green, we have the Harmonic Ike. We have Mythic Heimdallr. Actually, was she green or was she blue? I don't even remember. Okay, so Vanitas was on green, and then who else was green here? Was it Mythic Valley? Was she green? I think she might have been. Yeah, I think it was Valley, right? I think she's the other green unit. Okay, then on colorless, we have Elise. We have Entwined Ash. And then we have also Legendary Sakura. And then on blue, we have the Emblem Byleth. And then we have Mythic Heimdallr. And then we have the Alphador Mythic. So, yeah, this is a really good banner. And it's really good for me because I was going to summon on this banner anyway, because this is Corrin's debut, or her second appearance, pretty much. So, like, I was already summoning on this banner. Now I'm summoning even more. But it does suck that there's no... Like, none of the new units are color sharing with Corrin. So I'm going to have to divide up my orbs a little bit between all the colors. Yeah, what is even the best color on this banner? They're all pretty stacked. This is a really good banner. I don't even know. Like, everything's got something. Corrin has been a little devalued with this Elise. Like, Elise is a direct counter to Corrin, as well as all save units, pretty much. But, I mean, you're not going to find Elise on every single team, and her being legendary means she's also... season restricted too, so that's not going to completely overwrite Corrin. And then, of course, this Emblem Byleth here, he's color sharing with dude, Heimdallr and Alphador. Like, this is a really... I gotta give it to blue, actually, man. Blue looks like the best color, because we have a new unit on there, and then 2 units that are old, but still really good. Yeah, so I'm going to say blue is in first place, followed by, what are we following by? Colorless kind of sucks besides Elise. Not to say Sakura and the Ash unit are bad by any means, but they're probably the least relevant on this banner. And then green, I would say, yeah, actually colorless is probably ahead of green. So I would go blue, colorless, red, and then green, I want to say. Although you could argue red is over colorless too. That's pretty close. Red is really good here. Yeah, wow. What gives? Why this banner of all banners? The January banner. Why is this one so crazy? I don't know, but it's way better than the last month banner. So, yeah, let's just quickly, before we get out of here, let's take a look at the inheritances for the new passives. I'm most interested in seeing what Byleth's new passives are. Yeah, like who is able to get that? Let's see here. Okay, so Instruct 4 has no restrictions at all. And then Wildfire Charm is for staff only, as expected. Instruct 4 having no restrictions, that's kind of interesting, man. Because basically any unit is going to be able to make use of that, considering it does -10 to the ally stats for the check. So you could just be giving great talent on anybody, pretty much. And then it's still giving like true damage. It gives true DR too, so it's not like it's just a stat buffing C skill. It's a very universally good passive to have there. So yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to cover about the banner. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Seems like a really, really damn good banner to summon on. So I am at least happy about that for me. But let me know if you guys are going to jump in. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.